What's up, Dragon Brood? I know you like Golgari decks, and we have a good one today. We're going to be playing Golgari Vampires. That's right, Vampire Tribal. I'm sure it's one of those ones people didn't even really think about playing. Honestly, I didn't really either till I started just going through cards when I had some downtime. So don't feel bad if you didn't know that that was a thing. But there are enough vampires we can actually play and build a deck around, thematically, which is kind of cool. We'll see how it plays out in the end, though. I don't know if they're going to all gel together, if enough of the abilities work, but overall, it seems like a very cool idea, and I know people like those types of decks anyway, so hopefully this should be fun for y'all. But let's not waste any time. Let's just go look at a deck list. Okay, so starting at the top, we've got some Blood Chief's Thirst because we need to be able to remove things, and this is probably the best thing we're going to be able to come up with, barring one other card in the list. Then we have 4 Eye Twitch, just because of the versatility of it. It's cheap, it's a flyer, fills a lot of gaps for this list. Valentin, Dean of the Vein. Now, we actually like this because we could actually use Valentin and Lizette both in this list. So I'm really happy to have this card in here, because early on, we get a little creature that's Menace and Lifelink, and we can make use of that, but then later, we have enough things to gain life that Lizette can actually be a bit of a closer, so that's kind of cool. Then we have Null Priest of Oblivion, again, another creature that's Menace, Lifelink, really gets that damage in early, but at the same time, shows up late, lets you reuse some of your more powerful creatures. So we'll see I think this is going to be one of the better cards in the deck for us. Callous Blood Mage, I'm just wanting to see how this works out. I think this has a place in Future Standard just because of the versatility that this card brings. So I'm really kind of excited to get to test it out in this list. Of course, Nighthawk Scavenger, y'all all know what that is and how good it is. Blood Researcher, this is one from Strixhaven that I think kind of got overlooked because it wasn't that good. But when you're playing it in the list here, along with other Menace creatures, so everything's hard to block, and then you have several things that are gaining life, because we have Valentin, Null Priest, Nighthawk all gaining life. So every one of those triggers is going to put a +1/+1 counter on this. So this is really good. This is very easily going to be a 5/5, 7/7, like pretty quick when you're attacking with it. Then we have Crippling Fear. This, when you're able to call Vampire, is kind of nice. You can just wipe out the rest of your opponent's stuff and keep your things. How it plays out, I don't know. We'll see. And then we're playing Death Priest of Merkel. And this, sadly, isn't a vampire. It's actually not even a skeleton or a zombie. It's a tiefling cleric, so that's kind of weird. But it does pump vampires, so that's why it's going to be in the list. Also, if creatures die during combat, you can get a one skeleton. Actually, even alongside that, like if you have that in Valentin, you have 3 mana open. Something. Well, actually, no. I guess this doesn't work with Valentin because Valentin exiles it, and this says it has to die. So that's not going to allow us to get too many things with both of those. We cannot only get one or the other, depending on what's in play. So that's a little unfortunate, but it's fine. I think the +1 to all the vampires might still be worth it. Then we have Mortality Spear, because again, if we're able to gain life, well, cheap Mortality Spears could be kind of nice. And then Westgate Regent. If you watched my other deck, I believe it was which deck was that? Well, I think it was the other Golgari deck, actually, where this got into play, and this thing's just huge. If it hits, it's fantastic, so I can't really turn our nose up at this if we're getting the chance to play it again in these colors. Lands, we're playing 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 12 Swamp, 4 Forest, 2 Lair of the Hydra, and 4 Dark Boar Pathways. And y'all know the drill. If you watch till the end of the video, you're going to get the latest updates on this. I'll tell you what I'll change after we play the games and we learn a little bit. And then I'll have a card spotlight for you to help you maybe make some good trades or make some money or whatever in Magic. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to take a chance and just lead with Valentin here. Mostly because it sets us up to be able to do a cheap Mortality Spear if we need to, and it sets up a Blood Researcher as a 3/3. My opponent went with neither of those options. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Now we just have a team of menacing things, so they can't even really block. This actually has menace as well. Field Trip. Okay. Then I guess we go ahead and play the Blood Researcher and have a 4/4. I'm not sure what the opponent's working toward here. Probably something bad for us, but you know what? We can get in there anyway. I mean, even if they get to take extra turns, their 1/1s have to double block singular things. Alright, Environmental Sciences is going to give them a land. Another field trip. Alright, I'm assuming that's what they're working toward. Extra turns and probably coma or some such. Which I'm not that worried about if it's coma, because we do have Mortality Spear. I'm just debating if I should do this, or maybe I should have done that and that on this turn. I mean, if we do this, we can block their flyers if they do take an extra turn. I mean, it's basically lethal as well. Mostly because we could kill something and put something in the way. Oh, turn timber. Well, that should be game, right? I'll just put a pause, because if it's coma, we'll shoot it. Though, yeah, because coma, we didn't be able, the token left over, we didn't be able to chump block. That's it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? I mean, sure. That was a lot of spending mana to do a whole lot of nothing, opponent. Okay, we'll keep. Got some Nighthawk Scavengers this time. Should have played this Eye of the Eye Tyrant first. I really got to get over these basics having a whole bunch of text on them, because they process as being non-basics to me, which I know is terrible, but can't do anything about it. Well, looks like I know what we're up against. A Crippling Fear might come in huge. Probably not going to block, just because the life gain offsets a lot of what's going on here. Yeah, Herald's fine. Yeah, I think we get to give them next turn to play 2 or 3 things. I think we're just going to Crippling Fear. That's all that's going to happen. Since we're not doing anything else, I think we go ahead and just play this. Put this in tapped, attack. Hopefully they'll play like 2 things here. They only have 1 green land though. But I mean, if we Crippling Fear and then have Bloodchief's Thirst up, like, we could get a lot of damage in. When it dies, return target elf from the graveyard to your hand. Okay. Well, that's a thing. If you attack with Herald, I won't block opponent. Actually, I'm probably not blocking that either. So, there you go. Or Crippling Fear. Call Vampire. Play that. Okay. Boo. That was a relevant card we lost, believe it or not. Though I think we're just going to attack with these 2 duders. I think is the game plan. This way we can block, kill something. Ooh, Nissa. Okay. I kind of halfway want to kill a land, but I'd much rather kill a Nissa.
The swamps come to my aid. Help me, Ashaya.
You know, actually, it probably would have been better to block here, kill the land, and then just attack Nissa down next turn. Would have been smarter. But that's alright. I mean, it probably doesn't matter that much. Opponent's down to one card, but fact of the matter is it could end up being a problem. Take Necrotic Fumes. Ah, well, we drew Mortality Spear. Okay. I don't feel like we're such bad shape now. Sadly, this only kills non-land permanents, so if they activate a Faceless Haven this turn, granted they have to have another snow-covered land, but if they do, we can't do much about it. But we are at 24, so we don't care that much. Alright, another Skimfar Avenger. Alright, I was gonna say, they activated Faceless Haven to do what? Nothing is the answer. Okay, sure. Ooh, I like that. We like that. Actually, do I even care? Just get in with Valentin? Get to kill that? Nah, we'll just do that. Yeah, exactly. Do we want to allow them to have a card from their Skimfar Avenger? I think it's fine. And they're going to lose a life, so it's fine. Oh, well. Might as well do this then. Alright. Sure, get rid of that. If they didn't get rid of our Nighthawks here, we're probably in good shape. Because now we just, yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, let's try it. I mean, I really hope to draw something to play on turn 2. But if not, we'll just have to make do with what we have. And that's not cutting it. I kind of like that we have the Blood Rechargers before the Scavenger, though, because it can bait out some things for us. Like here, I just want to do this. See what the opponent's up to, because if they have... I don't know, maybe that is like a... Oh no, I was going to say a Doomscar, but apparently it's not. Maybe one of them is. It does change things quite a bit, though, here. It really does. Alright, guess we go with this. I mean, we gotta force them to play it, right? Now we Doomscar. Yep, that makes all the sense in the world. Though we gotta draw something else. Draw our Westgate Regent. That'd be cool. Or Westvale Regent, wherever that guy is. That's not it. Okay, we're done. Alright, let's do it. Gonna eye twitch it up. More eye twitches. Okay, I mean, I guess we do it. Max pressure for what we got. It's not great, but we'll take it. And the tough thing, we might even Crippling Fear still call Vampires just to get more from our eye twitches. Okay. I'll do that. I thought about it. I wasn't really sure. But I figured playing against goblins, pest summoning isn't the worst thing. Give us extra life, possibly kill some attackers. Like, yeah, you know. Get to do some things. Alright, that's not bad. The only concern now would be if there's another hobgoblin. That could make things a bit of a pain. Come on, no hobgoblin, please. Mostly because we're waiting to find a land so we can use this Crippling Fear. If they get stuff to 4 toughness, it's going to be quite annoying. We'll end up being in those situations where we have to, like, attack and sacrifice something effectively. Ah, they had it. Damn it. Alright. Well, now we have to find removal. That's a whole different problem. Actually, hold on. We could take 3 here. And then we can... Well, we take 6, though. I think we do, because then if we don't draw land, we can just sacrifice this to kill a hobgoblin. Yeah, okay. I don't love it, but I'm fine with that. This at least gives us 2 plays, depending on what happens here. Alright. Two, 3, 4. This could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. I'm just banking on drawing an untapped land at some point. That's all we're waiting on. I mean, they could play the goblin that gives goblins haste or whatever, and that would be a big hit. It's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe? That would be in a real tough spot. Okay, Fireblade Charger is not it. Assault Ravager. Ugh. That sucks. Well, I was hoping I was going to have a little bit of action after we did our thing, but apparently... Oh, actually, now that they have Fireblade Charger, that sucks even more. So we're just going to lose everything. Don't have a choice, though. Oh, wait. Valentin exiles. Forgot. So they don't even get to kill like Valentin. Well, that worked out nicely. Meet you at the tavern. Look at the top 5 cards of the library. Reveal any number of creature cards from among them. Put them in your hand. Pretty good pull there, opponent. Pretty good pull. But what we're going to do is this. Put the opponent at 10. This allows us to play this, attack for 5, kill something, because they do have a cheaper goblin there we'll be able to kill. And then that should do it, theoretically. Would like to draw a land, because then it'd also get a skeleton out of the deal. Yeah, I figured that was the case. Also, FYI, y'all, I am not a fan of Bloodline Predator or Pretender. I know people constantly are like, why don't you put this in your deck? I hate it. I'm not a fan. Kill that duder. That was a mistake. I could have killed that first and then got in there with the Valentin for 2 more life. Probably won't matter, but I could have. Just sloppy play. Now the opponent's got to deal with the 10-10 with Ward, by the way. Yep. Okay, let's go. Nothing to start with. Don't hate that. Excellent. Don't mind getting to try to kill that duder. I mean, unfortunately, it's going to be a troll, and this does not kill trolls, but it does kill mammoths, though. We do get to kill mammoths. Don't hate that. Okay, so I think we just pass. We're better off blocking here. If we get lucky, they'll play another mammoth, and we just kill both of those next turn. Cannot kill that. I mean, not easily. I guess we can exile it. Let's get something we can sacrifice. That's not a way to do that. I guess we play it. I mean, really, we're just playing it as... Well, nah. We'll just have to take some damage here. Oh, not going to even get a choice, are we? 7. 12. Alright, no blocks. Oh, they had another creature. I was hoping they didn't. I was really hoping they didn't. Oh, boy. That puts us in a bad spot. Because now we can't even sacrifice and kill that without giving them a card. Where were my 1-mana duders? I wish I would have got one. That would have been great. Now I think we're just close to dead. 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Alright, well, we got to make the only play we can make. And hope we don't die. I mean, if they have anything that's a +1, we just die here. Well, there's the land. Alright, any type of bonus and we're dead. Nope. Okay. We're still in it, I guess. No, we're not. Yep, too late. Wish I would have had that sooner. Oh boy, we're going to keep this, but this is not good. We're going to have to draw stuff off the top to make this worth anything. That does help. Okay. No removal cards, please. Oh, they actually didn't have it. Okay, well, get in there for 3. With our little menace team. Okay, That's exiled. Guess this one's next on the chopping block. Youthful Valkyrie. Okay, well, we can kill that. And we can kill it cheaply, which is nice. And we'll get in there. Keep things moving forward. This might be an angel deck. If so, Mortality Spear might come in pretty handy. See if they want to block the eye twitch. Well, it can't block the Null Priest opponent. It's got Menace. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. Like, if we just kill this, then they don't really have an opportunity to destroy anything. So that would just be wasted on their turn. They would get double striking angels the next turn. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. There's a chance we can still bait the opponent into blocking next turn and using a Crippling Fear. Whereas if we had left that angel, there's a chance we just lose the Null Priest. Though I could have destroyed that, but I don't know if that's really where we wanted to be. Oh, well that's spiffy. Ooh. Well, because I still want to attack, let's do this and just call Vampire. One, two, three, four, five. Can we get to Mascot Exhibition, or is that greedy? I'm going to take it anyway. I mean, we're 2 away. Next turn, we're going to play Nighthawk Scavenger. Let's see what happens. Aww. Alright, let's just go land here. As long as they're untapped. There's one of them. Let's get another untapped land here. Come on. Gotta put the Mr. Miyagi on it. Oh, they had a Vanishing Verse still. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. Now we really do need the untapped land. Come on, opponent. What you doing? I mean, I guess they're playing around like... Yeah, exactly. Make us discard it, because you know what we got. Don't want to risk us hitting it. Alright, we'll pass. Sadly, we're probably going to use this just on an apparition to get a 2/2 back. Pretty lame, but what else are we going to do? You know? Can't use this to kill a Faceless Haven. Can't imagine there's anything good they're going to play for 2 after this, because if it was like another Aspirant or something, we would have seen it already. Ooh, Blood Mage. Let's draw a card. Being at 24 life makes drawing a card not suck so much. I'm going to go ahead and put this into play. I mean, we can attack with our Hive of the Eye Tyrant next turn. We could have done it this turn, but I was really wanting to see what we got off of the Callous Blood Mage. So opponent wants to attack and block. Well, they won't be able to block. Yeah, sure. We'll take 4. I mean, I don't know how they're going to stop our lethal attack unless they have a removal card. Which they might. Could be another Vanishing Verse or something. Or maybe a good blocker here, like an Angel. Crippling Fear. Okay. Reasonable. Get rid of this, I guess. Alright. Hopefully they just play something small, because we can kill something small and still attack. Oh, that counts. That's small. Alright, we'll go ahead and play this. I mean, we could have attacked, possibly put the opponent... We could have put the opponent down to 1, but realistically, then it's just like their land versus our land. It's just kind of weird. Doesn't really do anything. Here, we can try to push through more damage. Or at least force them to trade. Ew. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not cool. Need one more land. Here they can activate once. I guess we just attack. Get in for 2. See what the opponent does. If that's a removal card in hand, so be it. Because it could be like Poison the Cup or something, right? I was going to say I would like to attack with this. Nothing. Ooh, opponent didn't have anything there. Interesting. So what's that card? I mean, I guess it could be a Doomscar or some such. But now it's going to put them in a situation where if they do use it, they won't be able to activate their land. Yep. Okay, so I'm a little torn here. Like, I actually enjoyed the deck. I thought it was fun, but there's some cards I really didn't enjoy in here. I think the Death Priest, it just isn't good enough, honestly. It's neat. I just don't think it does what it needs to do. I'm kind of okay getting rid of at least one Crippling Fear as well. I would much rather have some combination of like 2 Lolth and an additional either Westgate Regent or Mortality Spears. I just think each of those cards are just so much better than what we have in there, and it's just not worth trying to play without them. So I think the updated list you're able to download, I'm going to include the Lolths and probably one more Westgate Regent and one more Mortality Spear. I think that's the way we're going to go. Because even those small changes, I think, are going to help the deck a lot. And you have some times where the Cripplings the Crippling Fear just isn't that good because you're up against like dragons and, you know, some mono green things that have like 4 toughness or 5 toughness. You're just not going to be able to do anything with it. So I'd rather have 2 or less. You know, there are a bunch of white aggro decks running around, and it's great against those. And even against like goblins and things, we're still seeing that. So you don't want to necessarily be without them entirely, but you want as few dead cards as possible, especially in this format where it's just one game. You got to minimize that and give you just more hitters that can have more versatility. So I'm going to go with those other cards. I think that's going to help us out quite a bit. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Leyline of Sanctity. This is one I think people do know about. However, it was kind of on the decline for a while. It's still one of the best cards to keep you from being targeted. I think people still enjoy playing this even in kitchen table games, but it's finally crept back over the $6 mark. So if people have been sitting on these playing the long game, you know, now they're actually going to be worth a little bit. So if you have a couple you've been sitting on because the price tanked and you didn't want to trade them or get rid of them, well, now you can actually get a decent little bit for them. So maybe go dig those up. Now, as always, don't forget, like I said, I will have that deck list down in the description below, and it will have the updates. Also, when you're looking for that deck list and down in the description, check out the other links we have. We have a whole bunch of stuff. You can join us on our streams, come join our Discord, all kinds of stuff. Be sure to take a look. And I have to also ask, if you haven't, why not subscribe? Notify, all that good stuff. Hit the like button. That stuff helps the channel so much. We've seen it over the last couple of weeks. It's really done a bunch, so every single time you'll do that, I am super appreciative. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.